Hey!
What's up, Cog?
Welcome to the show,
Hi.
sir. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Had a lovely sleep.
There you go.
No.
So I'm going to
like,
audition over here and get you his original vocals. You might as well have a listen to this because it's fucking awful. So why not?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So real quick, did he did he start this all off, or did you start this all? Like how did this fucking shit show even start?
So again, right? So since we've started doing this music with each other, I've constantly said to him, like when we did the first video, Lost, even me just putting the titles as lyrics by Cognitive Thought, performed by Cog and Icarus, that was like, you can't tell everyone you're writing my lyrics. He's got a real like inadequacy issue with himself that when he can't write and stuff. But that's why he'll constantly say he can rap, he can write, he can recite lyrics, just like if he was listening to Biggie Smalls. The issue with him is that, and this is the frustration, when I first went to him, I was like, look, I kind of want to just streamline the process of how we're doing music, which is he's making beats, okay? I write lyrics. But instead of having to constantly get him to come around to mine to record it on my mic and this, that, and the other, to which obviously I do all the vocal mixing and stuff like that, and then I do a video through After Effects and stuff, and I like to take my time with it and stuff. He's one of those that's like, as a True Beauty as an example, the recording you're listening to is him going, why is that track not done? 2 weeks ago, I was like, you need to come around and re-record this. It sounds shit. And his whole thing is, no, do all the mixing and stuff, send it through to me, and then I'll tell you if it sounds shit. And that's why it's just like, it's just like working with a retard. It's like, that's just, why do you want me to waste my effort doing all of that? Just you can come and listen to how bad you sound if you want to like record it again, but he won't. Just like all the threats of kicking my ass, he doesn't actually leave his home to do any of these things he's so passionate about. You've really got to entice him to come down. You know, it's just like, hey, don't worry, I'll get us some food. I'll have some weed with me. Don't worry, just come down. We'll get it all recorded and stuff. So it's usually what you have to do. But yeah. It's how it is.
Earlier, he accused you of stealing money from him when you stayed with him for a bit. Is any of that true, or was that him just pulling shit out of his ass?
No, so I'll be honest about this. When I was like, fuck it, and we're talking like 17, 16 years old or something, when I was a kid or something, I guaranteed 100% robbed weed off him. This is something that the whole family knows about because I was honest about it. I've paid him back a shit ton of money. I don't know how many times I've just spent cash frivolously on him without even thinking about it. This is a guy who's broke. He's on benefits. He's never got fucking money. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, the whole family cuts him off because he can never make it to any of the events. He'll even bitch that he's being outclassed by the family if we spend money on an event. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's ridiculous. I think it was like my dad's birthday, and we all went out for a meal, and it was like a big meal, obviously, and it was like a £70 meal or something, and everyone seemed to have the cash for it, but obviously broke boy hasn't got fucking anything, so that's how it is.
One of the things that I've heard both of you say is that both of you are like cut off from your family. You want to elaborate on that?
Let's elaborate on this. So my first show covering the whole Icarus, I literally brought my brother Paul onto the fucking show because he'll sit there and confirm all of this as well, which is no, he's been completely cut off by the family. I'm the one that my family goes to contact Michael. The last recording that I uploaded of Michael, I think it was I don't think it was the last one, actually, second to last that I put on my show on my channel yesterday. At the end of that, he'll literally go, yeah, and then it'll be all of the family hating you and not me because all of the family hates him and can't. My mum will put up with him because she's his mum. Do you know what I mean? Like that's it. That's the only person. You can even hear it in the messages where he'll sit there and have a go about my brother Luke and stuff like that, and how he's just controlled by his wife, who he's got kids with. He's an incel. He just thinks that women are there to control him. That's why he doesn't get. He's not single. He's non-committed. Take that on board.
Yeah, right.
You see, that's the thing. When as soon as I heard this, like, whoa, why are you spending so much time with your girlfriend or whatever? It's like, well, dude, it's how relationships work.
Yeah, it's
I know,
a little weird.
He doesn't get that, and the reason why he doesn't get that is because that's Michael in it. He doesn't get that. He doesn't understand it because he's never had a real relationship. That's his issue. But remember, he's not after a relationship now. He's a 37 to 38-year-old man who's actually non-committed because he doesn't want to commit. He's basically a MGTOW. That's the best way of putting it. It's fucking mental. Like I say, his opinions, his political opinions, you ask, they change with the fucking wind, right? I've seen him on one side of the fence and then the other side of the fence and then the other side. It changes with the wind. He's a contradictory fuck. He literally tried to make a show years ago called Michael Rants for YouTube, which was obviously encouraged by me and my brother Paul, because we were like, yeah, go and do something. Like, you rant all the fucking time, put it onto YouTube. He said he listened back to himself and he sounded like a retard. This is why he didn't put it on the internet. So yeah, but from ranting and just constantly like having voicemails off him, and it's not just me, my missus as well. This is, if you block him somewhere, it'll be DMs, it'll be private calls and stuff like that, so he can actually get through. While all of this just to tell me to go away, stop talking to me, and I'm like, I'm not saying anything. You mental patient. I've literally just cut this off. My plan for the future now is get a video done for True Beauty, continue on with the show. Awake, which was written again for a track that he had, a copyright-free track that he's put on the internet. And I understand you say that if he takes the copyright-free loops and turns it into something, it can be seen as his. And I agree, you should put a watermark on there. Something I've already told him, Skull Kid. He doesn't want to do it. He might do in the future. Who knows now? But when it comes down to the whole instrumentals and stuff like that he gets, he initially, when he was putting it on his Manifest Mess and so on, he was like, oh, well, I want people to see my music. And I was like, a lot of people, when they're looking for music on the internet, like I know myself, will look for copyright-free stuff that they can use in their videos and then credit the person who's used it. And I've done this myself, obviously, in the past, and I explained this to him. So he puts his stuff on the internet for people to use. He wants you to use his beats. But when I use his beat as his brother, there's a load of fucking other, like, you know, loops to jump through. Like, I've got to write him onto the track. Every time I've got to write him onto it. And it's one of those things where I'll write a whole track and I'll be like, yo, I've written this to one of your beats. And then he's like, I'll have the second verse sort of shit. And you're just like, fuck off. Like, are you kidding me? I didn't write this for you. Young I wrote for him. Young was wrote from scratch for him because it's his story. So
yeah, I was going to ask that. So the Young story is actually about him stealing the car.
100%. Yeah, exactly, 100% written for him. I think that was when he got a little bit damaged in the head because he lost a lot of teeth that day. Bumps, bruises, and cuts. Yeah, he had the shit kicked out of him by an iron tire. Do you know one of those like metal things you used to like do the jacking on your car and stuff? One of those metal yeah, he got his head smashed in with that. He's got scars on his head to this day, and he's missing fuck tons of teeth because of it. I think that might have been the catalyst that turned him into what he is, but I don't know.
So is that why he's on? Is that why he's on disability from that accident? Or
no. Michael's on disability. Let's go down this road, shall we? So Michael, when I was back in the day, I was dating someone who I dated someone who basically had a real mean coconut curry that she could make, right? So I thought I'd give Michael the recipe and shit. Gave him the clear instruction. It's a coconut curry. You use a whole can of coconut milk in it. Don't eat this every day. You'll shit yourself. It's a natural diuretic, right? Michael eats this every day. And then because one of my brothers has got irritable bowel syndrome and stuff like that, he then goes to the doctors and explains that, well, my brother's got this. I might have this as well. You've been shitting yourself a lot all week because you've been drinking coconut milk all day, every day in food. But he shat himself a lot, so he went to the doctors. They gave him medication for IBS, which obviously he took, to which he had side effect issues and was in hospital because his tongue swelled up and all this shit. And then they finally put him on Hymera, if I'm not wrong, which is about 100 quid a pop. I don't know what he's on now. And that was the last thing I know he was on. However, from speaking with him recently, he's ready to go back to work. He just wants to get his dental care paid for first by the taxpayers, and then he'll go back.
And it's the dental care from the dental care from his beating, I'm guessing.
Before anything else, I wanted to ask, how long has he been making music?
Michael's been making beats. I couldn't even tell you. Like, from my point of view, it's probably been about a year or so. When he made Manifest Mess, the channel, that was because of my input. I went down there and I was like, well, you do beats all the time and you just have them on your computer and your phone. Why don't you put them on your channel? Oh, I don't know how to make a video. So I downloaded Hit Film 4 Express for him, taught him how to make a simple video for it. It's literally just a cookie cutter video where you can just put the track on, it moves to the beat and blah, blah, blah. So he's done that. That's his video type that he does. And that's it. And it's as simple as that. So, yeah, and that's how long's he been doing music for? I couldn't tell you. He's not written lyrics, so that's one thing he's not done. The music and beats, I couldn't tell you how long he's been doing it for. But when it comes to the stuff that's on the internet, or at least from Manifest Mess, it's only been for about maybe 2 years or something. I think it was 2018 or something when he would have started that, because that's when me and him were talking last.
Yeah, because I've noticed a drastic bit of improvement over the last couple of months of quality of beat work. Like Warcry, I used to say Warcry is a pretty well done beat. You would have hated Warcry if I would have left the hiss that was on it, and that was an argument in itself, taking the hiss off his track. Fucking hell, because he amplified the track by 300% instead of 200 for a couple of tracks, and then you just had this hiss. And I was trying to explain to him there's a hiss, and he was like, "No, there isn't. You're just hearing things." So I got rid of it anyway, because fucking it's just like it's like he won't accept anything. Like, he's never in the wrong on these sort of things. He's always in the right, which is why you can't have a conversation. So I was like, we can speed up this process if I'm just writing and recording my lyrics when you've done beats and stuff. If you want to do your own lyrics to your beats, of course you can, just go and do it. But he never does. And if he does, you get the Hoes That Smell Nice, which should be taken seriously and I destroyed, but it's also a joke that
again, he contradicts himself all the fucking time. It's just, yeah, it's retarded.
It seems like two very headstrong people going up against each other. So I think
the thing is like I've got other members in the family. Like obviously, I've got brothers who are also as headstrong as me to an extent, and like not as bad as him, but we're all headstrong. We're all very, very passionate about the work that we do when we do work. Obviously, but when it comes down to being able to work with someone, I've got brothers that I've been able to work with in the past and do stuff with them and not had an issue. But working with Michael, it's always this constant. If you have a small decision that you need to make, and he'll say this himself, which is like, we're a team that's two people. So if he says no, there's no point. So if I feel like he's going to say no, there's no point even asking, right? There's no compromise. But if he says something, it has to go, otherwise no beats, right?
Yeah, right. And
that's the whole.
He says he's going to see his mother in 2 weeks, or your mother in 2 weeks, and
He probably she's the only person who'll talk to him. My mum won't watch my channel. I've tried to show my mum my channel. Are you kidding me? I've shown my mum a couple of videos that I've done where I've got no swearing and so she's a Christian mum. It's just, do you know, with your parents and stuff like that, where you don't go and swear around your parents and stuff because you have a respect for them? It's the same shit, right? It's exactly the same shit. Everyone's a little bit different around the parents because obviously, you know, you've got that extra level of respect for them. Instead of just living in your own home where you don't give two shits, you can do what you want, right? Yeah. And it's one of those things, like my mum knows what I do. My mum knows my belief system and stuff. My mum talks to me all the time about how she can't stand how everyone hates Donald Trump and calls him a racist all the time. She hates how everyone keeps saying that Labour's great, even though they're clearly racist. Like my mum's spot on with her politics and stuff. And she knows how my brother Michael is. So it's not really an issue from my point of view. If he's like, oh, let me show you John's work because it's awful, she's just going to go, no. John's already told me how bad his stuff is, and he's told me I don't want to see. Are you kidding me? Like, I know my mum to a T. If he actually goes up to see her, I'll be impressed because that means he'll have saved train fare money to actually go and visit my mum, which he rarely has. That's a whole £10 out of his pocket to go and visit my mum. That's a lot of money to Michael, considering he has nothing at the end of it. I mean, only last month he was asking me for cash so he could buy some fucking weed. But you know, I'm yeah.
And so you do you get our perspective that putting your family grievances?
No, this is always going to happen in my head. It was always going to happen with Michael because I've always tried to I've always tried to help Michael out. Manifest Mess, I obviously shielded his channel after we had a small disagreement about some tweet he made, which I went to him privately and went, I'm just letting you know, it looks like you're just bragging about your dick on that thing. He got really angry about that and doxed me, so obviously cut him off the first time, and it was only because my dad died and obviously he was really upset and apologizing and all this stuff that I tried to reach out an olive branch to him. That was the whole point. Even at my mum's warning saying just watch out, you know what he's like. And like my mum warned me. Like Thieves was there, my missus Nadia, she was there, and she'll even admit, yeah, that's exactly what his mum said. Like she was there when she said, look, if you're gonna hang around with Michael, just be careful, okay? Because you know how he is. So it's one of those things. Like, and obviously I've tried to work with him again, but you have a disagreement, this thing happens. Michael takes everything to the internet and Twitter immediately, like he does. And I'm like, okay, then I'll make him the show. Why not? He wants to be the show. As he's explaining Ralph's, he's always wanted to be on my show, and I'd never let him on because I know he's a retard. So instead now he can go on Ralph's show and be a retard, and everyone else's show and be a retard, and I'm just going to show him for the retard he is on my channel, and then we'll move on. As usual.
Would you say that it's like a bit of an inferiority complex because he sees that you have some success on YouTube and he takes that as like, well,
yes, it's exactly what he has, and I've explained this to him several times, and he won't accept that he's got an inferiority complex. But he has a massive jealousy because I'm his younger brother who's more successful than him. I've got a job. I've got a YouTube channel that's making me cash. He has nothing. He's on the job. He's on job seekers. He's had 10 years of not being in work, if not longer, right? And this isn't all due to illness. It's due to being him, right? He's had over a decade of not working. He's not got any cash or savings. He's constantly in debt because he still owes rent arrears and a shit. I don't know how you get into rent arrears through the benefit system where you've never had to pay anything, but he is, right? So, and this is the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Is just like he's not got any experience when it comes to job experience. He's not got any references. He hasn't got a single qualification, and I'm talking the lowest of qualifications like GCSEs. He ain't got one of them. So I don't know. Like he has nothing in his life. He has no kids. He has no girlfriend. He has nothing. Like this is the sort of guy that used to ask me as a kid to try and hook him up with girls, and I was like, no. Do you know how hard it is to explain who you are to people? So what does your brother do for a living? Nothing. What has he got? Has he got any things that no, he hasn't really got much hobbies. He writes beats. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Has he had a job before? But not in a while. Do you know what I mean? Has he got any GCS? No, he's not got any qualifications. Do you know what women look at you like then, Michael? They look at you as a person who they're just, you know, that you've not got a future. You've got nothing there. Time in you. Fuck.
Cog, not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hearing myself. Echo. Okay, weird. Echo. Anyway, Cog, not to dox yourself, but what do you do as like a day gig?
Oh, day gig. I just do standard stuff. So I either work in customer service call centers or just warehouse work. I don't give a fuck. I'll work any job. I've never been the sort of person to not do work. I've always been the sort of hard grafter who'll do any fucking job. So.
And so what, I would say casual, and that's why it gets switched around all the time? Or are you doing like a few months here, then a few months there sort of thing?
It's more like a few months here, a few months there. Usually it's just like temp contracts that I'm just jumping onto and stuff. But I've never found it hard or difficult to get work. It's never been really an issue of mine. So.
Yeah. I would say I hope I get more call service people like you, because I can actually understand what the fuck you're saying instead of like some Indian dude, you know?
Well, that's why I like doing customer service, is because the whole point of customer service is really simple. The whole point is just you empathize with it. My whole thing is I've rang up customer service a million times, and you're obviously pissed off with your service. That's why people ring, really, unless they've just got a simple issue. 9 times out of 10, they're pissed off with the service they've got. Your point is not to take that personally and to literally just stand back and just go, right, I need to empathize with this customer and recognize where their issues are, and that's all you need to do is solve their issue. The quicker you solve it, the happier they'll be. And it's one of those things, if you recognize this about customer service, you'll enjoy doing it, and it's why I enjoy doing it.
All right, we got a donation.
Yeah, you see,
Bitwave.tv has donated $1. Cog, have you heard of the streaming site called Bitwave? You're on it right now. No, Dab.
Never. I've never, ever heard of Bitwave.
Well, I'm sorry, Cog. Your IP has now been scraped, sir, because you are live on Bitwave.
Sorry.
So.
I was going to say,
Skull just
Right in front like that. Right in front like that.
Alright, there you go. Off you go.
Alright, so now I was saying I'm an antisocial fuck. I never liked customer service. I was like more of a warehouse worker before my accident and everything. But I get that you have more of like a outgoing, like public personality.
I'm an extroverted recluse. I don't mind staying indoors, and I also like being extroverted. But I'm one of those people. I like going out too. So like, it's one of those things like. Me and the missus love going out like walks and going on holidays and this, that, and the other. So it's always nice to. Again, me spending too much time with my missus is a big problem. But no, I like spending time with my missus. Of course, I do. She's my missus. That's what we do.
That's the one thing I don't get about his argument, is that he's complaining that you're doing a stream and making money and having relations with your girlfriend and not making music. Like, dude, what even is that priority? Like, what's that train of thought there? Like, this music that doesn't really bring me a lot of income or doesn't, isn't there for me. You focus on that, not the other two things. Those aren't as important. You got to make these fucking lyrics. It blows my mind. I don't get it.
Because that's it. The whole thing in his life, the whole importance is the only thing he has to focus on. That's it. And the only thing he has in his life is the beat that he's made. He doesn't have anything else. There's no job. He doesn't actually have any hobbies aside from doing beat making. He plays games on his PlayStation. Aside from that, he doesn't have a hobby. Like, he might watch, when he watches TV series, like, I mean, like, every TV series online. Like, I've seen stuff that I'm just like, why did you even turn that on? He's like, I was just bored, so I thought I'd watch it. It's pretty shit. And I'm just like, what? Why? Like, do you know when you see the the Dreg shit that you see on like Amazon Prime and Netflix, which he doesn't own these. I've obviously just given him my Amazon Prime, which he doesn't have anymore. But when he's used my Amazon Prime, I've just like gone on there and I'm like, why are all these weird shows now in my feed? And I'll give him a ring. Have you been watching these weird shows? Yeah, I have. Just like, why? Bored? Like, do something, nigga. Like, fucking hell. Like, anything but just watch TV series. Find something to do. Create.
Cog, while I got you here, I know you said I think prior that you've been into punk since you were young. Have you ever been in like a punk band or done anything in that genre?
No, my brother did it. My brother Peter was in a punk band though, which he toured the UK with, which was quite cool. But no, I've never been in a punk band myself.
Oh, what were they called?
The Hyenas. You'll probably end up finding.
I'll look them up.
And so, what was the Johnny Rotten thing all about? Was that a hip hop thing or just
a
nickname?
No, Johnny Random was just an old nick. A lot of people when I was in college, a lot of people just called me quite random. So it was just that thing where while I was writing rap and stuff like that, obviously you're thinking, well, I might need a pseudonym for this, so I just called myself Random. It was simple. So it's just like everyone kept calling me Random, so I was like, I'll call myself Random. But then obviously, as I grew up and stuff, I realized I liked writing lyrics, and I didn't really care about that other side of it. It was like, as an example, so I realized obviously a lot of people when they do lyrics have that little extra, like the little punchy words where they add that extra punch to it. It's something you're never going to see on my songs. It's a personal artistic choice not to do that. I understand your criticisms on it and why people do it. It's just not something that I do, and I've never been a fan of it with my own work.
Yeah, right. So, do you think this is going to end with your brother and you? Because, like, you know, you just keep talking about doing the streams.
This will end. Of course. Well, like I say, I did a stream to nip this in the bud, and I only did a stream yesterday because I was fed up of constantly just posting his recordings. But when the recordings wouldn't play back fully when I was streaming, I've obviously just put it into premieres again for people to have a laugh at. Aside from that, I mean, there's still 3 more fucking recordings that I've still got if I need to put them out there. Like I say, the guy just rambles and rambles and rambles. But from my point of view, it's more a case of, well, I can move on now. I can just get on with my work and do it and cut him off. He's like I say, Michael's one of those where he does this for a while and he only spazzes out for about a week. But if I've given him the fame that he wanted by being a co-host on the Ralph Retort show, there you go. He likes Ralph as well. He always said this to me. Like, he thinks he's got a good voice for radio. But yeah, and fame, I think. But anyway, but like I say, he actually does like Ralph. So from my point of view, you're welcome, Michael. There you go. I got you onto the show that you like you like Ralph and stuff, so you can work at his co-host. Ralph's going to cut him off in no time though, because Mike's Mike. I know my brother. You've got to understand that I'm the sort of person that has, when I've been working and stuff, I've obviously said, hey, come and get yourself a job here because you've not got a fucking job. The amount of times that I've said, hey, I'm going to get you an interview in this, that, and the other, and he either doesn't turn up for the interview or he does, and then he doesn't. He'll basically not turn in for his first week, or he'll turn up for the first 2 shifts, and then he's not in, and then he obviously gets fired. And that's a recurring theme over the last decade or so. When he's actually gone to an interview or something where he's just not continued with the job after a short period of time.
Well, the gun won't pay him either, so you know it's stuck in a
Cog, I found a video on YouTube. Is this your brother's band? The Hyenas. The song's called Punk Boy. It's a video of them live. I'm not sure. I just typed in the Hyenas on YouTube.
Join the live. Join our live stream. I'll show you. If you join the live.
No idea. Let's have a look if I can see this. 1 second.
Yeah, if you can join my live thing.
Give me a minute. I was watching this on my phone, so I'm just going to get it on. Where are we at? I don't know. Like, I know he's had a few people possibly video him live. Maybe, I don't know. And Punk Boy. I'm trying to remember if that was one of his tracks. I don't remember it. Where are we at? Where's yours?
It's from videos from 12 years ago, and it sounds like it's an English.
If you press play, I'll be able to see. So. Okay. I'm still waiting for this to come up. That's all I can see it.
Alright, I'll pause it. It'll catch up for a second for you, Cog. It's because we're running through the dispatcher's IP scraper first.
That's my brother. That's my brother doing his punk music.
Oh, there you go!
Hey! Is he the vocalist or the guitarist?
He's the vocalist. He's the vocalist.
Oh, no shit. There you go. There's Cog's fucking brother.
He has good punk music, I've got to say. I did enjoy Hyenas and the music they did.
That's pretty cool.
I think that might be my brother Tim actually in front of him, if I'm not wrong, because I remember that T-shirt, Conflict, I think it says on the back of it. Yeah, that might be my other brother as well that's just at his gig, so there you go.
There you go.
Might be, I'm not too sure about that. It looks similar to a T-shirt. I knew a band obviously called Conflict who I used to go and watch a couple of times. Like I used to go to metal bars obviously when I was younger. That was what I enjoyed more than the chavvy dance music and shit like that. I'd much prefer going to a fucking metal bar.
Yeah. So, Cog, were you going to share a song with the original vocals?
Yeah, so this is the original vocals. Let's. Oh shit! 1 second. I'm just going to show you with his, obviously. I've also, what's it called? I've just amplified him as well. So this is just going to be his verse, obviously. I'll cut the rest of this off. But this is his verse up until the True Beauty bit. Here we go. Okay, so this is what he sounded like originally. I've added the same effects that I've applied to mine on it, and I've actually amplified him a little bit so you can hear it. I've not timed it up, so if he's off beat, you'll probably hear it. So let's do this. This hopefully should come through.
Yeah.
Is it coming through?
Yeah, that's coming through.
Excellent.
My capacity to captivate gradually gravitates. Levitating spirits as I actively fascinate. Agitated individuals with morals and principles mingling together. Now they got weed and Pringles. My skin tingles. The weather changes. I feel the droplets of the rain so fresh and amazing, making me feel happy to be walking in the storm. Love hearing the thunder and watching the lightning form, smashing an arm mark onto the landscape. Nature static, true beauty, organically made, always erratic, but heaven escapes. And for a split second there, it takes me away from this place into another space where fear isn't something you hate. It fills you in a way like what you're feeling's great, it's hard to explain. It's like not feeling pain. Ecstasy trapped in the time span of the flap of a butterfly's wing. It's true beauty.
There you go. That's the original.
There you go. And so, yeah, because it sounds so similar. So that's actually him singing that whole thing.
He's monotone as shit on that. He doesn't have any amp to his voice. The parts where he's supposed to like weed and Pringles, he doesn't have that. And I don't know how many times I've taught this nigga the flow to do this correctly. And it's one of those things where I'm like, look, a streamlined process is if I'm the person just recording my lyrics that I've written, because I obviously know how to do them, and you do the beats. But that's a big no-no, because he needs to be on his beats. I can't bully him off his beats. I need to write lyrics for him so he can be on the track.
Yeah, right. So, I don't know. Like, Cog, I just think, like I said it before, like, this was just on Twitter. I think by doing the streams and then putting out more content, you're sort of going to just keep escalating this and get everybody.
You're all fucking welcome. That's all I think. You're all welcome. You've got your show today. Rouse had his fucking show. Yes, you're all welcome. It's been fucking entertaining, has it not?
Yeah, I guess so. It's been entertaining. I mean...
I know my brother. I know how entertaining his rants are. That's why they're on the internet now. Do you not think I've thought to do this way in the past when I've had arguments with him in the past? I know. I know his rants are fucking gold, because the more that he says and the more you post, the more he contradicts himself. The more he changes story. That's how he is.
Because you see this and how that happened with the cuck stuff. Like, because it was definitely that initial internet spurg out. Like, if you just not really said anything and downplayed it after the FTW stream.
Okay, so let's go through it. So you do a stream on me spurging out on Twitter, and that's fine. But my brother spurgs out on Twitter, and I do a stream on it, and that's not okay.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's the same. It's the same thing over and over again. Like, you know, in that situation, you certainly escalated the cuck meme yourself.
Was it last week I threw up on myself as well for people's entertainment on my show? I know, right? I don't give a shit whether you call me a cock or whatever. It doesn't change my life. You can call me whatever. People can call me cook in the chat. People can call me vomit, but I don't care. It's not an issue. It's not going to change my life where I'm debt free, got a lovely job, got a lovely missus. It's just not going to change that.
Well, the first part, I mean, the cuck stuff kind of did in the end, because you lost viewers over that. I mean, that's what you said yourself.
I lost. Of course, I lost viewers. Who gives a shit? That's always going to happen. It's one of those things. It's like it doesn't matter. Any drama that happens, you're going to lose somebody. I had a back and forth with Tilde. Lost subscribers. I've lost subscribers way before this shit. I don't care about subs or views. I can't make that any clearer to people. I'm not Ralph. Ralph loves his views, loves his stuff, and he will cry when he's got nothing there. I don't care. It could disappear tomorrow, and I'll just carry on with my life. It's a hobby.
I think the thing is with me personally, I don't find much entertainment out of drama, really. I only added the vomit thing to the song because chat was like, oh, add the vomit thing. I'm just kind of more sad that I'm not going to see you guys grow as musicians. I see potential. Like, I'm not being like a fake.
I'll still be doing lyrics. I'll still be doing lyrics. There's a million fucking copyright-free instrumentals if I wanted to get them off the internet. And I'm obviously having fun just learning FL Studio, which I'm taking your criticism on board, school kid. Don't put anything out for a year, otherwise it'll sound shit. See, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, because those first few songs you did where you're picking out like the same song that Thunderfoot uses in his YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't. Yeah, but it's not going to sound. You know, it's never going to sound that great if you go that way. I think.
And then I shit in my
working with someone, or trying out your own beats and just using samples.
Michael didn't write beats to me. Michael just makes beats and then I write over them. It's not like he wrote to what I was writing or did any. No, it's not how it works. It's just like, here's a beat, do you want to write to it? And I start writing to it, and then it's like, give me a verse.
Yeah. One thing, obviously, I know you do this for fun, and you write these kind of like based on just, this is what I'm thinking of. Have you ever thought about putting out like a concept album of sorts?
A little bit, but it's not really something that I care about. I mean, the album means that I've got to take it seriously, and I give a fuck. It's just I don't care if anyone downloads this, if anyone just picks up the tracks. I'm thinking of putting it all into one location. Like I've got a playlist, obviously, and I might make a channel just for the music and stuff. But it's not an album thing. I don't really give a shit about that, or putting it into one album or giving a title to it. And I'm not even going to put it on Spotify or anything like that. Though I was going to at first, and it was like, oh wait, I've actually got to get a producer and pay for this and take it seriously. No, I just like writing. That's all it is.
I think it would be interesting though to see like a full like kind of story, because I know you said you like Eminem, and you know Eminem had like the Marshall Mathers LP, which had this kind of loose overarching narrative throughout it. I think that would be kind of interesting as a project to work on down the line.
Well, like I say, these ones initially were supposed to have a little bit of a theme to them, because obviously they have the little shush and okay thing at the start to kind of show that we were working together on it, that sort of thing. But like with the lyrics and stuff and shit like that, it's just my whole issue with Michael is like it's not only that he can't write lyrics, okay, it's the fact that I have to then teach him the flow of the lyrics. He will then complain about the flow of the lyrics that I've written, not him. He'll bitch if it's too hard, even though he said they were easy to begin with, or he'll bitch and say they're too easy, even though he said they were too hard to begin with. Like, you literally can't win with this guy. He literally flip-flops his decision on whether your lyrics are good, bad, or this, that, and the other, depending on his mood in that moment. And it's just the hardest person to work with. If he made beats like he did anyway, if I would have never spoken to him and just robbed his shit off his fucking channel, which again, that's why he's been putting it up there for people to use his instrumentals, then I could have easily just gotten with doing stuff. But it's the fact that I think I gave him like he asked me for a verse on Lost when I first made it. That's why he got that second verse. To which he wasn't happy that I was on the majority of the track with my lyrics. He hates that. But I gave him the second verse after a bit of an argument and stuff like that of me just going, no, I'm just going to perform. And he's like, oh, let me have a verse. And this was literally the day after. So I'd come home from visiting my parents, obviously, and my dad was pretty much on his deathbed. And we came home and we obviously came back to mine because we lived near each other, had a smoke. And then my brother gave me a ring and went, look, you're going to have to come up here tomorrow because dad's probably not going to make it like too much longer. So just get back up here tomorrow as quickly as you can. So we wrote that track out in the night, fell asleep, woke up together. Woke up, I got him up off the sofa and I was like, right, come on, let's go and jump on a train and go and visit mum again, basically. So went down to there, visited them again, saw my dad for the last time. And yeah, you've got to understand there was a very emotional time going on there where I was trying to kind of connect with him and trying to be his family as I could. So I was very lenient on just like, yeah, of course you can have those. Do you know what I mean? Because you're trying to build those bridges that have been burnt many a fucking time by that cunt. And I'm constantly trying to build it from my end and he just burns it straight back to my side. And I'm just like, and that's the whole issue with this is that all I've been trying to do is work with the guy. And it's just that it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. In the background, you don't see all of this stuff. All you see is tunes come out and stuff like that and lyrics that are there. You don't see the arguments in the background, the bullshit that is just, and the constant. But like, you've heard it yourself. You know, I'm spending time with the missus and it's like, and I don't know how many times I've taken my missus over there, like to, you know, because we obviously hang out with my brother and stuff. And then I'll get music done while I'm there. We might get some takeaway or something. And this is how weird it is. It's just like, I don't know how many times I've done that. So for him to now be like, oh, you just hang around with your missus and never come round. You make decisions over the music with your missus is another one that I've heard by him, which is weird because she's never made decisions on it. It's usually just been me. I'll get her feedback on it. Like I get a lot of people's feedback on usually like Trez and stuff. But no, when it comes down to the decision of I'm just going to write my own lyrics, you can write your own if you want to be on the beat. That was my decision. And he's not happy with it. So,
I was going to say, you know, I am sorry to hear about your dad, by the way. I never really found the dad thing funny, personally. I am sorry to hear about that.
Yeah,
people are going to do it. And again, this is people are going to do this. And my brother Michael said this as well in one of the voice messages that I posted to my channel. He's like, Cobb basically wouldn't delete somebody's comment who was saying something about his dead dad. Like, I'd delete that, but he obviously doesn't care. He won't block that person. I was like, no, because I'm not going to rise to it. My whole thing is you're going to have people that say, oh, you're dead, dad, this, that, and put comments in your comment section. I just can't be asked. I just leave them to it. But I should really be aware of that, according to my brother, and just get rid of it all. So it's just mental.
Yeah, I'm pretty much 100% free speech. I'm 100% like free speech and like my shit, so I never really delete anything. You can put whatever in the chat. I don't give a fuck. But I don't really find any particular humor in that. I think it's just kind of sad.
Yeah, I didn't find any humor in this when Ralph's dad died either, because that was another thing that people used to laugh at.
Yeah.
God damn it,
it's the same thing. I didn't find it. So.
I know the only really funny part about that is what they went to Poncho's for his memorial dinner. Like, come on, dude, that place is disgusting. It's the greasiest fucking Mexican food on the planet. Come on, Dad deserves a steak.
I think the worst I would have done over the whole the whole Ralph's dad dying situation was I might have had a donation that was like a joke, which was like, what's the difference between this and this? And then it was like Ralph's dead dad or something. And it was one of those jokes where you're like, oh, that's so bad. It's kind of funny though. Do you know what I mean? It's like really dark humor kind of thing. But it's simultaneously.
Yeah, you and I are not on good terms by any means, but I you know, the dead dad thing, I wasn't really 100% with that. You know,
All right.
I'll let you know that because you know, like I don't like you, but I have got no problems with your family. Well, so you know,
Trust me, when you get to know Michael a bit better, which hopefully you will, you'll have issues with him. That won't last. Like, I know Michael won't last. This is the reason why I've made it as public as I have, AGs, because I know he won't last. He's not internet savvy. He doesn't really understand a lot about the internet. He's one of those people that will throw out. He's that kid on the internet who throws out, like, and again, he's 38, but he's that guy who throws out all the cook simp and stuff like that with no real thought behind it. He'll say all of these stuff like you're narcissistic and shit, but he doesn't know what these words actually mean.
I just think you're just unnecessarily escalating it further than it's, than it could be potentially going. Like, for instance,
you've got to you say this, but now he's stopped messaging. I've got 3 more messages from yesterday, but he's not been messaging since. And do you know why he stopped messaging? Because all his shit's all over the internet and people are laughing at him. Whereas if it wasn't like that, I'd still be getting this off him for the next 2 weeks. I know my brother.
Yeah, right. Well, like, for instance, the one thing I mainly criticized you for in that hour-long video, I don't know if you ever watched it, was the I'm Sorry stream that you did, where you're saying that your supporters were getting doxxed, and that's why you're losing views and subs and all of that, which wasn't, it was a bit disingenuous the way that you were saying it.
No, I didn't. I said I lost views and subs over the whole spurgatory that happened on the internet, but like it or not, I was also losing people that had told me they'd have to go away because they were getting harassed. And you act like this isn't happening. Yet you know Trez's docs now that I can speak about it, didn't speak about it on that stream. And you know that Hef has said on your fucking show that he had that shit coming on my show. He had Trez's docs, my main mods, since August, apparently, but they didn't drop it until that drama, you see. So when I'm sat there saying my
it's because it was dropped during that drama.
Exactly, which is so they've had her docs for a while, and I'm guessing they're just keeping it for any drama with me to drop it. So then when I point out my supporters are getting docs like Trez was at that time, for the first time to the majority of people's understanding, not to Hef and his little buddies that are sat there in the fucking little Discord group with all of the doxes of people because that's their fucking focus. It's weird.
Well,
I mean, if you do remember, you did say this as well. I want to bring this up.
Why would you go after Captain Weeb, the guy who tweets out some of the nicest tweets every day to try and make your fucking time pass by, and he likes to send a few dollars to some YouTubers? Why would you go after it?
Why do you clarified this on my show, Captain Weeb? Are you acting like you didn't come onto my show and said that you got doxed way before this? Did you not do that?
You
came on my show, Captain Weeb. So thanks for bringing up bullshit like it's not been clarified. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it was a joke, Cog. I have an audio clip of you saying something nice about me. You don't like me. That was kind of the joke. It wasn't bringing it up.
Captain Weeb. It's been clarified that your docs wasn't bought for then, correct?
Yes,
Good.
It has been clarified. It's been clarified for months. It was just a joke, nigga.
You asked me why I said it.
I just said you remember you also said this and then played a clip. Whatever. Yeah. Go ahead, kid.
Oh, I was just gonna say I have no association with doxing or nothing like that. So
good for you, Scott. Yeah, so it's just that I just think with that I'm Sorry stream, like, it was just the way that you went about it, because it escalated the situation worse. When, if anybody that was internet savvy would see that stream and realize that, this is going to bring all of the... And then you're letting the people onto the stream, so it's bringing the people that you don't want into your Discord.
Do you know when
and then you lock it down by the end of it.
I did a stream the other day, the initial stream on Icarus, and do you know what we sit there and do every time when we're sat there, me and Trez and all of us, we're like, well, we know that HEJAS is going to be in the chat, we know that Hef's going to turn up, we know Stretch is going to turn up, because we know what's going to happen. You act like this is something we don't think about before we do it.
So why go about it that way then? That's what I never understood.
Because it's always going to blow up. Welcome to the internet, dickhead. That's what happens. It happens for about a week and it blows over. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. It's so dumb shit that people are more bothered about Corona and fucking Black Lives Matter than fucking Epstein right now. Welcome to the world you live in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if that's the way you feel, I just think that, you were putting your supporters out as a bit of a shield. And that every time you lose supporters, it's because you're losing respect. I mean,
No,
If that doesn't
clarify
worry
this
you.
on your show. Clarify this on your show. Like I said on that stream, I've definitely lost supporters just because of the spurgatory on Twitter, which I'm guessing a lot of my new followers never saw before. When I had my back and forth with Tilde, back and forth with AIU, you all turned up around the Tonka situation, the fight with Andy. A lot of you. And a lot of you have never seen me on Twitter before that. And before that, again, 18th fucking Twitter account. There's a reason why I've been banned is because I've had back and forth with fucking AIU and his fucking flagging monkeys who flag and do shit like that too, which again, I still have issue with because I'm fucking consistent. And then when it comes down to people like fucking, what's it called? Who was the one before that? Tilde. I've had a back and forth with Tilde as well, but that was more just a YouTube back and forth as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, people have seen this. There's a reason why long-time followers like Trez and so on, and like long-time followers like IR, there's a lot of people that follow my show that are still around. And the reason why is because they've been watching me for fucking years and they know how I am. I know I'm like this.
Yeah.
You turned up late, thought you knew me. I'm sorry. You've not obviously seen the rest of my shit. And I can't sit there and force you to watch it, but I can't sit there and tell you to make me not be the person I've always been.
Oh, no, well, that's why I just wanted to always ask. Like, that's the one thing I've always sort of wanted to ask you about it.
I spurg, Ear Juice. If you don't know that yet, I spurg. I'm not as bad as my fucking brother, and I know where I fucking come from in my family, but I definitely have a tendency to spurg 100%, and I'm never going to deny that.
Yeah.
Clip it. Fucking clip that shit.
Clip it. Oh, well, before we wrap up, is there any questions for Cog about the Inquisitor stuff or anything else? From chat?
Well, I just...
Skull Kid,
from chat.
No, Skull Kid,
no.
While we wait.
I only had a question is, so what's the next song planned out for? Like, what's the idea for it?
True Beauty needs to be finished, but the next ones are called Awake, which, I could probably give you a raw version of it. I could probably do the instrumental actually and just do the lyrics because right now, because me and Michael did 3 songs on the same day and he sounds tired on fucking all of them and I'm just like the fuck. So I'm literally just getting rid of his and then re-recording it and stuff because it's just one of those. But Awake is the next one. Let's have a look.
I also want to ask you the visuals for your music videos. Are you making them yourself and what software are you using?
I'm using After Effects and I make all of it myself. So the 3D Earth I made myself. It's all 2D layers. The blacking out of the Earth and the night cycle is all me. The crack is all everything's me. I do it from scratch. I just learn how to do it on the internet and stuff. And then I take parts of tutorials and then kind of blend them together to make what I want. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm usually watching about 8 tutorials to get the one thing I need done. But like I say, with the war crime stuff, all the lyrics and stuff like that usually have an effect on them too. Yeah, it's all done in After Effects.
And so After Effects has like a music visualizer as well within the program.
Yeah. It's got a music visualizer within it. There's also what's it called now? I downloaded a free trial of like some add-on that you can get onto it, which I was thinking of getting it, but it's like $1,000 a year, and I'm like, fuck that shit. Now I'm already paying fucking $6 for Adobe. So, like I say, when it comes down to like the actual, it was good though because the whole point is that when it comes to the audio visualizer, you can pick that you can actually look at it like the equalizer and then pick which part you want it to actually move to, which part of the beat. So if you, because sometimes it doesn't pick up, because it picks up on like the bass and stuff like that, which is fine if that's what you want in your song. But I've had songs where I'm like, that's not what I wanted. Examples would be with Lost was when I first used this. So the stars flash at the end of that, obviously to the beat. So I actually had to pick the part that I wanted it to actually flash to.
Yeah, because I use Magic Visuals. It's only £30, I think. It's pretty cheap for what it does, and it does visuals as well. And you can pick the frequency, not the time. Well, same sort of thing. You just have to know your frequencies more than anything, or you can analyze them within your music software usually.
Hey, and Cog, one thing I could recommend, if you like FL, if you're messing around with it, one VST that I can really recommend is getting Contact. Because it has a ton of really great libraries, and you could get some really good sounds from it.
Nice, yeah. I'll have a look at that. Contact, that sounds good.
Yeah, you can get it from Native Instruments is the seller.
Native Instruments, right? I'll have to have a look at these things. Like I say, like I'm like I say, my whole thing with you've heard all my old fucking music, and how it's always got that hiss, and it's always been awful. Yeah. I've never been good with the mixing down. Like I remember back when I was a kid, I used to literally just get samples using Sound Recorder and a 2-way headphone socket, like back and forth into my computer, and then I used to make little beats doing that, which were always awful and sounded fucking terrible. But it was, I mean, just a way to start.
Yeah, you can definitely hear that hiss in those first few songs.
I'd
That's
say
what-
all of us here have
Yeah.
trouble with mixing. Like all of us, I think,
Yeah.
in particular.
It's a cunt to do, man. It really is. I honestly wish I could be better at it. It's something that I know I'm definitely not a million. I know I can write. I know I can do lyrics, and that's one thing I know I'm good at. When it comes to the beat making, I can think of beats and tunes. I just need to put that down onto into the actual software. When it comes to the hiss and the mixing and stuff, yeah, that's the cunt. That's always going to be a bitch. The hiss that I've got off the last couple of tracks is because a couple of the tracks have no hiss on the vocals. So Daydream Life, and I know you put this in your criticism, had a hiss on the vocals. It doesn't. It's Michael's track, and he wouldn't let me touch it. He wouldn't let me touch it. It's Michael's track. It's because he amplified it by 300% because Michael's working on a fucking old MacBook. He has GarageBand or something he makes his beats on or some shit, and he has another bit of software he uses to amplify it. That's about it.
A good software for mixing and mastering is Isotope Ozone. It's a really compact mixing suite that you can download. It's not too expensive too. Like it might be worth checking out.
Yeah.
Well, I know that doesn't FL Studio has its own mastering though that you can obviously Audition does as well. I'm sat there and I'm like, am I doing this right? I'm clicking mastering.
I just use the mastering and EQing within reason, and it works for me. I mean, you're always learning with that shit. It's the hardest stuff, especially mastering. The trick I learned with Rent Free, the biggest mistake I made, because I remember your fans were having to go at me about it, but then they did hate me at the same time. Was that it sounded very muddy, and it's because I had all the levels up too much. So you want to control all your channels once you've done the mix down, and then bring everything down so that all the volumes are in the green, including your channel volumes and your overall volume before you master it.
That's what I've been doing though. Is so with Premiere, it's really easy. You can highlight all of your audio and then right-click it and go to audio gain. But it's the unhighlighted bottom option that you can click on, and it literally lets you level the entire thing to pretty much like the same limiter on it. So it means it's never going to break that barrier. But I'm constantly paying attention to that red barrier now because I know on the first few tracks, and you got to understand, Michael with his amazing speakers said this stuff sounds amazing too. But I should have and I know full well the way I do it now is I listen to it through literally my phone, my computer speaker. I have a £95 pair of fucking headphones that are decent speaker headphones as well, and then I've also got these ones as well, which are just normal earbud. So I listen through all four and until I'm happy. Now, usually when it comes to it, so True Beauty, I understand the chorus is the chorus because that's just always going to be probably my downfall with it, my hooks and stuff. But I do enjoy doing the lyrics, obviously, why you're always going to get it. But when it comes down to the audio, yeah, it sounds fine through phone and everything. It's not going to blow your speakers out. It's not going to sound awful or have that hiss or anything. So.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to do your music. Is just listen to it on everything, like even the shittiest speakers, because you're gonna want to make your music accessible to people who don't have high-end studio equipment. You want to make sure it sounds good on everything. So that's a good process.
People listen to your YouTube through mobile a lot, so that's why I always make sure it sounds good through my mobile as well. So
yeah,
that's the reason why.
That's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've got this Awake track here. Okay, this is raw. It's fucking raw. There's nothing. It's raw. This needs to probably be tidied up a little bit as well, and probably amplified in places and stuff, and a lot of fucking other vocal things like
Sweet
reverb
ass.
and shit. But
we need a vocal drop that's worldwide exclusive, air horn sounds and shit. You know.
Oh, I can do
this
that.
needs to.
Just wait.
Like I said, you may even get hiss in this. I don't even know if I've got completely rid of the hiss. So again, you're just gonna. I'm pretty sure the instrumental doesn't have hiss, so you've got that as at least a positive on this. So here we go. Let's try this one through.
Worldwide exclusive.
I'm laying nearly sleeping, I keep drifting, but I'm feeling inspiration as it hits me. I can hear the tune repeating, so I write stuff with meaning that's made rhythmic when I'm speaking. These are lyrics I'm producing for the use of future reading. And what I find appealing is to write and keep a theme while I sit waiting as I'm eager for the beat to start repeating. It keeps me on my feet, but I'm not easily defeated. And the irony is I would write this stuff if I was dreaming. That claim I made is fleeting, it's like instantly deleted. Call it vetoed or whatever, I'm just saying that is cheating. Now leave me be, because I'm sure that I'm flawed, getting bored with my thoughts, but don't we all? See, we rhyme all the time in our minds and we know it, but it's fine to be shy and deny that we're poets. Now try to refine as you write, then you flow it till you like the designs of your lines and you know it. Never gonna go, take your method and grow it, and don't ever overload as you might just blow it. I'm away,
I can't break my insomnia. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm awake. I can't break my insomnia. I got an audio issue. No, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Sometimes I just want to erupt. Is life this fucked or did I make it up? They say good things come to those that wait, but I believe that actions can change your fate. I don't believe in destiny, I think it's fake. Like you have no part in any choice you make. Like you never sum up all the pros and cons of what can go right if the rest goes wrong. Honestly, I think some days it's just me. Like I can't be part of this societal fantasy. Like this isn't even air that I'm trying to breathe. Or maybe I'm just one of many that is struggling to see. Bordering insanity. And I've tried counting sheep until my energy depletes, but I only hear a beat in my head on repeat. And my eyes are wide open and I can't get any sleep. I'm awake. And obviously, I need to just copy the chorus over there for that. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, that's work more on that because that's good. Like the both
yeah,
beat-wise and flow-wise, I think that's probably going to be your best song that I've heard.
I honestly think the same. The chorus is simple and everything. It's just, and yeah, it's not like the other ones. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, I think
I keep hear the final version.
Not having a singing section as well, like the singing sections definitely turn a lot of people off.
Right. I've already said this, yeah. That I am falling down. It's that's Michael's flow. I just wanted to try and have his input, considering his lyrics initially were "I am falling down the stairs." But as he's admitted, these were joke lyrics to make me write his lyrics, and I didn't get the joke or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was just about to ask you. So with Daydream Life and the singing parts within that, was that your idea, like, or was that his?
So yeah, the Chill and Blaze, like I say, this was more like it was the second track that we actually wrote, the Daydream Life one, because Lost was the first one.
Yeah.
Daydream Life was just like we were stoned and we were having fun, to be fair. And it was like the Daydream Life, it just went to his beat nicely, and we were just doing it, and we were both like Daydream Life, just sat here high doing it. I'm not gonna lie, that tune was just pure, just being stoned. Yeah, I mean, it was just so it was just one of those, and the end of it was just me, just like that's why I sound stoned as shit. It was like Chill, Blaze, I was just fucking wrecked. Michael's like, let's have the all day, and it's just I still remember that as just a funny track. So, but it was enjoyable to do, and like I say, my whole thing then after that was just more. I got to play with After Effects and do all the clouds and learn how to do all that as well. So there's always something that comes out of it, and so. But I understand it's the singing parts aren't that great.
It sort of brings down the whole song, definitely. Yeah.
What I would do, and I don't know if you know anyone who actually DJs or does scratching, but instead of the singing, maybe do like the one part of the verse and then scratch it up. You can actually do that in FL. A gross beat is really good for that, for like that like turntable effect.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of cool.
The thing is, adding any vocal effects and stuff, like I said, I've never done that in the past. Like, I've not really enjoyed having, like I've said in the past, just having those, the extra exclamation on like your words that you're saying and stuff. I've never done that either because I've tried doing that in the past. I've never really been a fan of it. When it comes to doing the like even the demon voice and stuff that came into Warcry, that was something that I did enjoy doing, and I was just like, oh shit, I should really think about actually mixing the vocals a bit better than just putting them on there. Which I'd take on board 100%. Like I say, Daydream Life was just one of those. I'm still in the phase of just putting the lyrics on there, just amplifying them and trying to add a few effects to make it sound okay and stuff. And then, it was not the extra work that I like to put into it now. But it's, again, this is why it's pissing him off, because he's like, takes you ages to do stuff. And I'm like, I know, but it takes time. Like, I really want to spend some time on some of this because I'm having fun doing it. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You get fun learning about it. Like it is like I've always been a lyricist and I've always done a little bit of sound, but I've never really got massively into the sound side of it. I've always focused on like, as long as it sounds clear. So when I've been doing obviously the videos that I've done on YouTube, it's just as long as it sounds clear. So usually that's just like compressor and noise removal. And then like you say, you've got clear audio. And as long as you make it so it's got time into it as well, then you're fine. And you can make a simple video that's response and this, that, and the other. And I've done a few lyrical videos and stuff, but they've all sounded shit in some way, shape, or fucking form. And I could probably point out every single part of it to you. 9 times out of 10, it's a hiss, or maybe it's just the way that I've got my vocals and they sound way too loud, or I've left the beats way too loud in the background and the bass and stuff. Yeah,
well, there's all those problems as well, but it's the overall sound with using the royalty-free music. That's what I'm thinking. Like, with Skull Kid, and he's used that. you know, he's made that real funky, sort of more upbeat instrumental. Like, it actually sounds quite good. Like, that's
Warcry. The people you talk about Warcry with the upbeat instrumental. I know.
Warcry was the best song that you did with IQARU5.
Warcry.
Your other song that's pretty sure remixed is the other one.
So Warcry wasn't done. Like, he actually got like a free trial package. That's why Warcry sounds so good, because that was like free package.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you can kind of tell.
To be honest, the song with Rasta Ghost on it is the best song.
Yes. Thank you. Rasta Ghost for the win. All of that. Right. See, that was just like, he complains about how quick I got that out too, and it's just like, well, it was a quick, funny song. Like, I didn't take time really mixing the audio that much, apart from what I wanted it to sound like, and there's no lyrics in it. It's just, that was done through Premiere, just a spinning image.
And we got a donation. Always Lost on Nothing Else has donated $5. Well, thank you. Donation 184. Good stream, Ear Juice. Have some money. Don't wrench me. Cog, I'm a traitor, lol. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you're okay always lost on Nothing Else. I don't care. You should enjoy and support whoever.
Watermelon time. Chuck a jive. Chuck a jive. Watermelon time. Chuck a jive. Chuck a jive. Watermelon time. Chuck a jive.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep saying it to you, Cook. Like, the best thing you can do is either work with someone else or just try and make the beats yourself and go to places like Sample Magic and just download some sample packs to start with. I mean, it's what most producers start with.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, like, it's not like I've like, I used to play the piano as a kid and stuff like that. So when it comes to actually doing the beats and stuff, and actually how to read it through FL Studio, and I can always hear where the right sound is, because I've never had that issue with hearing a sound and going, that's the beat, or that's the sound I want. And because I've always had that thing where I was able to just play a piano as a kid from hearing a tune. Do you know what I mean? It's not something. It's not a skill that I crafted or did over the years and stuff like that. It's something that I just did as a kid, and I remember always being able to hear the level of a tune on a piano, and I've always been able to do that. So when it comes to doing a piano tune, or the way that it's set out in FL Studio, is majority of the instruments that you use. Obviously, you use the piano to whatever sound you want from that piano, or whatever you want from the sound of the bass or whatever. So I know how to do that and work with it. But it's one of those things where I know it's going to be. It's a project like anything. If I was going to work on this, like, I take the 3 or 4 days off sometimes to work on my videos. Just the lyric video as well for it, you've got to take about 3, 4, 5 days off sometimes just to work on the actual video. It's
really?
Yeah.
See, with the Magic Visuals software, it hardly takes me any time. It's so quick and easy. And then I usually use that as a background, export that into my video editor, and then put stuff in the foreground. Yeah.
But is that like? Are you just essentially just using loops that are there as free sample loops then?
For my song, for the actual songs. Oh no, I was just talking about the visuals. For my songs, for the parody songs, I'm still using some samples and stuff. Also, in the sample packs, it comes with MIDI notes, so melodies, but it's just the notes. Like, there's no sound. You have to assign it to an instrument, and so I would use that and then chop it up, and then put it up an octave here and use the pads for the vocoder section. So I even cheat myself and use samples. It works, dude. It makes it a lot more, because I just don't have the time to sit. I'm just working.
That's the point. And I'm one of those, like I say, because I know how my brother does this. It's not like I couldn't sit here and just go, well, I'll just go to freeloops.com or whatever the fuck that website is called, and you can literally just click the category of BPM, and there's just tons in that BPM if you want to go for that BPM style, and then you import it into FL Studio on that BPM. And then that's it, and then you can mix them all together like a jigsaw. Maybe add a few bits yourself with just instruments and stuff and sound effects from the FL Studio. It's not like, in my head, I know how I can just do the simple route and stuff, and I probably will be doing that in the future. But I'm getting these two out of the way first. So True Beauty needs a video to it, which is going to take a while to put together. But I also want to obviously get the full recording done for Awake, and then obviously get that started on as well. Like I said, I've always got a few projects, and then obviously I like to get my show done every day too. And then there's work. So like I say, it's a fun lifestyle. I'm spending time with the missus too, obviously, because I do spend time with my missus. So
I wouldn't be too averse. I wouldn't be too averse to using samples, Cog. I mean, just because some things may be simple, like with me, I do a fair bit of crate digging on beats that I don't intend to sell. Like, I have a whole mixtape of sample-based beats, and I don't think there's anything particularly wrong. Like, it might, especially if you're not trying to sell your music, you're just putting it up for fun. Like, play around with like some, like, I'm sorry.
that's why I'm going to be doing that in the future. That's what I just said. I'll be doing that because I'm not trying to sell it. It's just for my own entertainment because it's just a hobby that I have writing, and I really want to just play it to beats. But instead of looking for a beat that I like or something like that, which is usually harder, it's probably going to be easier to just make it. So I'm like, yeah, I enjoy this beat because I'm usually, if I'm going to take time in something that I usually do, I'm usually quite happy with the results that come out of it. With these last bits of work that I've done with me and Mike, I've been happy with the videos that have come out of it, definitely. But I think that the audio was rushed every time. Yeah, 100%.
If I can recommend a great website for crate digging and finding samples that have been used in other songs, but they're still a great resource, hiphopisred.com. They have like a 3-hour like RAR file of songs that hip-hop people have sampled in the past from like the early 2000s to modern shit. It's a really great resource if you want to play around with like basic samples and shit.
In the future, hopefully, because like if me and the missus are getting a place together, the thing that we're looking forward in the future is that I know she's got a drum kit, you see, and I've got an SM57, which is it's a directional mic. The whole point is that you can use it on instruments and drums and stuff. So my plan for the future is that I can hopefully actually just make a few of my own drum sounds as well, just by using a drum kit when I finally get that sorted. But there's a lot of plans for the future, like I say, when it comes down to what I'm thinking about with this music. But it's like I say, it takes time to learn. It takes time to do this, and that's what I'm at. I'm at the learning point still. At least when it comes to making beats, obviously, I'm literally fucking starting to crawl. When it comes to the mixing and stuff like that, I feel like I'm getting better at it. But you always still doubt yourself. That's always going to be a thing.
It's the hardest thing, I think, for most people to grasp, myself included. But yeah, man, if you keep at it, I'm sure you'll put out some good stuff. Like I even said this the first time I heard your music. Like I see the talent in you. It's just, you got to refine it. But that's everyone. Everyone has to do that,
100%.
All right. Well, I think that's about it. Cog will hopefully our relations have improved a bit after tonight. Maybe you'll even unblock us from your chat.
Oh, I'll have a conversation with you. Aren't you in my chat? I thought you were in my chat already. I don't know. Maybe just someone else called AG.
No, I got oh, that's probably Weeb. Yeah, there's other AG's accounts.
No, I don't really hang around your chat at all.
Same.
I dropped past. I know Mandy has. Alrighty. Well, I think we'll go out with the song. I'll go deaf and then I'll come back. Thank you, co-host. Thank you, Cog, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, Cog.
No worries.
Cog, if you're going to hang around, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, let's go deaf. Well, that was very interesting. Was not expecting that to be the stream, but there you go. We did go a bit over time. I'm going to go out with just Cog's brother, because this is quite interesting. I thought, anyway. So this is The Hyenas with Punk Boy. It's only 1:30. Thank you, guys, for coming past. I'm sure this stream will be talked about. We can add to that drama that Cog has no issues with his family. I'm just going to disagree with him on that, but oh well. What can you do? Okay, guys. Until next time. Oh, Cyrax. Suplex. Shadow Boxer. So he actually shadow boxes on live stream, and he has shadow boxed Cyrax multiple times and rap battled Cyrax live as well. He is coming on HEJAS this Saturday night. Should be good. We are going to go over some of the funniest shit that we didn't cover tonight, which is Cyrax showing off his DJ skills with a MIDI keyboard. Oh my god. Brilliant. And Will Cato's also sung us a song. Gonna wrap that and try and nip that in the bud. And a few other things. Should be interesting. Have a good one. HEJAS.
Clean it up, Jan.
CST Saturdays. That's actually pretty good. Till next time, yo! Gonna chat to Cog now.